Sometimes we get up and we have days where you're just like, do you know what? I can't be arsed. This is just too fucking hard. And I'm trying to dig myself out of it. I had that day yesterday and it doesn't usually last longer than a day. So what I've done is I forced myself to sit and answer some lengthy questions for an interview for reps because they want to do a story. I am the only reps registered personal trainer that we know of in New Zealand. And I'm not sure, well, I haven't found any yet. I haven't found any reasonably local amputee massage therapists either. So we are doing a wee story on it. Plus, sole traders usually have massive issues when it comes to injury. And so we've talked about what I did to help the business survive whilst I was in hospital and all that jazz. Now I'm sitting on the spin bike. Slightly annoying because my actual bike is just over there. And outside, it's sun shining. However, this is how I got the leg working when I was coming back from a knee replacement. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm finding balancing sitting here quite hard, so I'm leaning on a crutch. I think it's because of the weakness in my left quad. It makes my knee struggle to keep control of the whole pedal rotation. But I'm pedaling around like this and I have no problems. I don't know how long I'm going to last. I've got the music on, a playlist I used to use before when I was using this bike. And I'm going to do intervals between easy peasy and adding a bit of resistance. See how we go. The leg is getting used to the back of the socket. It's not bugging me quite as much. It's there, but it's not hurting. So I hope that continues when I get the next leg next week. Maybe it's just a case of my muscles getting used to where stuff pokes in and where it doesn't. So I will see you at the other side of this bike. Wee bike ride, however long it lasts. Feeling pretty damn stoked because look, I got sweat on my brow. And look, this is how long I've been cycling. So I'm going to stop at 30 minutes because I know when to stop. Back of the leg just starting to get a wee bit irritated, but it's lasted really well. And it's just where the crease is in the liner, I think. The fact that it's rolled down because the leg is too big. So yes, I'm feeling quite positive. So apparently a common side effect of amputation is collapsed arch in your other foot. Now I already had an orthotic in my other foot shoe, but it got worse and that foot has been giving me pain. More pain than the leg actually. So it means that the arch has collapsed further. It's not uncommon because of the pressure that goes through your remaining leg when one foot is taken away. So they are going to make me an orthotic for that shoe, a higher one and a flexible one, so that we don't completely rule out the possibility of being able to run again. The moment my orthotic is rigid and I wouldn't be able to run. But you never know, do you? So that'll be ready in 2 to 3 weeks and hopefully that'll stop my foot pain. I have been for a walk in the park, as you can see, and a quick coffee. I only got to the coffee shop 15 minutes before it was meant to shut. I ended up dealing with a first aid incident at work. And then, yes, so I managed to turn around the day. I haven't been at work today. I'm up next week. I'm increasing it to 3 days a week, and then see how that goes, and we're increasing from there, keeping the 2 in the middle of the week off for now because I'm still traveling up and down to Dunedin a lot for the prosthetic. Once that settles down a bit, I can add a bit more on. So things are progressing nice and gradually, which is the way it's got to be. Conversation with the occupational therapist yesterday to keep me in check, make sure I'm not overdoing it. So yes, today has turned out to be okay after all, even though it started not so good. Just goes to show that what you need to do is drag your sorry ass out of the place and make yourself do something. Self-motivation, look at your baby goals, not the grand goals, and make sure you've done one tiny thing to make your day better. One thing that did surprise me, and this has happened twice, so it's a reinforcement that it must be true. The orthotist that I dealt with today didn't know me, but knew that I had an amputation, knew that prior because she'd been talking to somebody that I know. And when I came in, asked me when it was. I said 4 months ago, and her reaction was the same as the prosthetist last week. She was like, 4 months, and commented again that for 4 months I'm walking really, really well. So it's kind of reassuring because you've got nothing to compare yourself against, because there's no one that's doing this journey the same as you, at the same time as you, and have the operation at the same time as you. So it's reassuring to know that I'm doing well by other people's standards. Have a lovely evening. Talk to you soon.